Hello, today we will be looking at how Sage Evolution handles the order to cash process. Once again, I have logged in as an admin and go to order entry, then the sales order here. Like previous demos, I'm going to be starting from the quotation phase. So right here, I select my customer, which can be ABC consultant, and then down here I can put in like an external order, which can be like an RFQ from the customer. And here I can put the order status, maybe urgent or high, as the case may be. I can tie it to a particular sales rep, so we tie it to a popular sales rep, which is CJ. I can also define settlement terms for this particular quotation or order as it flows through. Coming down here, we'll pick our items. So for instance, I can select maybe the camera lens. Okay, I just have one in stock, so I'll select something else, maybe barcode scanner. I have 37, so that should do. From which warehouse am I going to be picking this? So select the master warehouse. So here I can say I'm doing, let's assume we're doing 6. You will observe that the system has got provision for you to input the reserved quantity for this customer and also the confirmed quantity. The confirmed quantity will always be filled after the customer has signed and agreed that a sales order should be raised for this particular transaction. And then the system will pull through the price from the inventory master files. Let's include another line. I can say something like that, the camera lens. Okay, I just have one. Let me say bricks. Okay, I have nothing called bricks. Let's say a hard drive then. I've got 2. Okay, so that particular hard drive I have 22. Picking it from master, and I'm doing a 5 of that particular item. Okay, all right. Now in Sage Evolution as well, I have the ability to insert lines, or to insert notes rather, on every line. So for this particular line now, I could say this hard drive comes with a 2 years 2 years warranty. Okay, something like that. So that will be attached to this line as the document flow through from the quotation to the sales order up till the invoice stage. Now excuse me, at this stage now I'm just raising the quotation. So if I come here, I'll do a quote, and the system will ask me if I want to print this quote. I'll say yes. So let's just look at how that will look like. So this is our quotation, which can be customized to suit what the customer wants, and that is my note there that says the hard drive comes with a 2 years warranty. You can also include like a text here to say for payment, please pay into a certain bank account. All right. Now this quote will be sent automatically to the customer, and that is why you have this pop-up immediately after the preview. So the moment you do a send and you have configured your email within Evolution, the system will send that quotation to the customer in a PDF format. All right, so it has been saved. Now, should the customer now get that quotation and sign off on it, maybe instruct us to raise a sales order, what we will do is, using that same screen, sales order, or whoever it is that will be processing this transaction will come into sales order, go to open, and then I'm just going to fetch that particular quotation I did, which is this one. So you can see that the state is still in quotation phase. Fetch it and it comes true. Now at this stage, since the customer has confirmed that we should go ahead, I can now come in here and confirm the quantity as 6, confirm that quantity as 5, and notice that the confirmed amount will now display here. Now, while rendering the services for, or while rendering this service for your customer, if you charge additional charges, so for instance, in some companies there can be like a default delivery charge or a default service charge. You can also set up what we call additional charges in Sage Evolution. So how it works is, if you set it up from the master field end, you can say that this additional charge should be based on this, should be based on the certain percentage of the deal value. So take for instance, this one is on a percentage. That one can be a fixed amount. Okay, it can also be another discount line should you want to add that. For the sake of this demo, we're going to be selecting the one for percentage. So let's say that percent, and here I have said that the tax should be exempted. Okay, so for this charge there will be no tax. All right, now if you come here, I'll say do a 10%. Okay, and the system will calculate a 10% of the invoice or the quotation amounts, okay, and include it in the total sum. All right, as you can see here. So I do okay, it will display here. All right, now I need to place the order that will go to the warehouse personnel for shipment preparation. So I'll place the order, and a picking slip will be generated for me. This is the slip I will hand over to the warehouse manager and pick up these items. Okay, then I'll do okay, and that has been generated. All right, now once that order has been placed to the warehouse managers will have icons. So basically what happens is they will say come into this same screen, do an open there. So here you can see that the state is unprocessed. The type is a sales order at this stage. They will open it up, it comes up like that, and they have the option to issue the stock, and finance also has the option to invoice the customer while they issue stock later, or they also have the option to issue and invoice at the same time. Now what happens from the back end is, when you issue a stock without invoicing the customer, Sage Evolution will credit the stock and debit a sales accrual account. Now when you now invoice the customer, there will now be a reversal where the accrual account will be credited and the customer will be debited. Okay, all right. So at this stage, I'm just going to, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to do an issue and invoice at the same time. All right, but before I do that, I'm going to select the delivery method. How are we delivering this particular item? So here I'm going to say okay, it's going by FedEx, and the delivery date is that, which is today. Okay, and then I do an issue. It will tell me that this account for this customer is overturned because of the aging period that I have set for this customer. So this customer is owing us beyond the aging period I've set, but because I have the permission, I will just do an ignore. And then another control, it will tell me that this item is selling below cost. So the cost of these items is 190, and I'm selling at 142.850. Okay, so what I will do is, that's on line 1. So what I will do is I'll just do a cancel, and then come here and maybe increase it to 500. Let's see it now. Ignore that. And then because I have set up the system to always prompt me for which account this particular credit will go to, the system will always bring out this prompt. But since I want it to credit the company sales account, I'll just leave it that way and do OK. And that's the picking slip that will be generated again, which I do not want. And then the sales order invoice. Okay, so this is the sales order invoice that will go with my shipment, and that is the additional charge that has been charged to the customer, which is the 10% of the invoice total. All right, now this is one document that will go with the shipment, or that will go with the truck. However, another document is also important in this case, which is the delivery notes. Now, in order to print the delivery notes, we will go to the delivery management, go to the delivery transaction, which I have opened here. The delivery transactions will show you all invoice items that has been billed for delivery. Okay, so basically if you come here, you see the confirm delivery, you see that the options are still null. So what will happen is, should you want to print a delivery note for this particular customer, if I do a find, you can see here that the delivery note for these two items will come up, right? Okay, that's for the customer with it. Now here I will impute the 6. I will assume that the items have left my warehouse, so I'm going to put those items here. So I have a 6 and I have a 5. Okay, confirmed as being delivered. At this stage, I'm just going to say confirm delivery, and the system will print the delivery notes that will be attached to the invoice as well. Okay, notice that the notes that I added for this hard drive will go through and will flow through all single document as I print them. All right, now after this has been printed and has been attached to the invoice, then handed over to the truck driver, in some cases you will discover that when the truck driver gets to the customer's venue, the customer may not be around, so that particular items or those particular items will be returned back to the warehouse. All right, now in order to track that return, you don't have to go into the system and do like a sales return. No, what you will have to do is you can come here and cancel delivery, so that the system will show that that item is still within your vicinity. However, it has left your stock or your inventory. Okay, so let's assume, for instance, those items were returned. So if I come here and I do a cancel delivery and I select that customer, which is my ABC, and okay, I'm going to select complete delivered, and then maybe check today's date, do a view, those items will pop up. Okay, now because I'm taking back those items, so I will just say back into my vicinity but not back into my warehouse. I can say, okay, these items, they have not been delivered yet because they were returned. So if I do a cancel, the system will be, and if I go back now, you will discover that it is back to the delivery transactions with a 0 status. All right, so whoever the delivery manager is, it will be his or her responsibility to ensure that all these items are delivered, because these are not items that should, because we're not doing like a credit note, we're not doing like a product return. It is just that these items are yet to be delivered to the customers, even though they are still within our vicinity. All right. Okay, then on the reporting side, some of the reports we can see for the order to cash process in Sage Evolution is what we call the daily distribution sheet. The daily distribution sheet will show you the total orders that you have made, those ones that are confirmed and those ones that are not confirmed, and if you have any outstanding order on any line, it will also show you. Now you can tick various parameters here just to filter the reports. Okay, as you can see, so I can do a preview. So it will show me all the orders that has gone out for various customers, and the order quantity, the confirmed quantity, and if there are any outstanding quantity, it will also show that. So if you look at this one, for instance, this is metal and ions. One was ordered, but it has not been confirmed. So it has not been confirmed, meaning that we have not gotten confirmation from the customer to process this particular transaction. So quantity outstanding will obviously be 1. The same thing applies to other transactions that you see here, okay, or other reports that you see here. Okay, another one we can also view is like the executable orders. So these are orders that are yet to be executed. Okay, system will show you that as well. Show you the quantity that has been ordered, the quantity outstanding, the quantity that can be supplied. Okay, based on what is available. All right. Okay. Then we also have a chart that can show you your sales versus your purchases. Okay, so let me see if I can pull out something here. Should I say active or? Okay, so this will show you like active. This is for August, the month of August. This is your purchases, and the blue one is your sales. So you can use this to view when you're actually making a whole lot of purchases and you're making less sales. Okay. So from the inventory side, you can also see a dashboard to show like the top inventory sales, okay, based on what you have sold so far, or your top customers, as the case may be. Okay, and these charts can be drilled into, so I can drill into this particular customer to see all the invoices and sale that has been made for that particular customer there. Okay, now we have invoiced the customer. We want to now receive the payment. So if we come to receivable and we go there, standard, and we select our customer, here we will select the payment there. We can put the reference there and a description. So we'll just leave it payment. Then should we want to see the history, or in other words the invoices tied to this customer, so we can know which one we are paying for, we can click on view history, and then down here we'll see that particular sales order that was generated just a while ago, and that's today, 18th. Okay, so here we can see that the amount is 7,004.86, so we can just impute that amount there, 7,004.86, even though that this customer also has other outstanding payments, as you can see here. All right, but for now the customer just wants to pay for this particular invoice, so we'll put that amount there. Okay, and then we process. Once we process it, the payment will come under the line as well, and then we can do an allocation, okay, to say this is the payment and that is the invoice that was raised just now. Okay, so what we do is we can do a drag and drop because we want to allocate it specifically to this invoice. So invoice, okay, and the system will nail off that particular transaction. We'll do a save, and that transaction has been nailed off. So that is how you can achieve the order to cash process in Sage Evolution. Thank you very much for watching, and please do like the video.